To you, this is the voice of the people, 90.3 FM. It's 2 minutes past 7. Welcome to the program. My name is Mary Onaife Edebi, and this is the front page review. Today is the 5th day in the month of July. I can tell you that the month is moving very fast as we are in the second quarter of the year. A lot has happened, I tell you, since the beginning of the year, since after the election, from one news to the other. And today I have more to give to you. I'll give you the headlines from different papers, from different Nigerian newspapers, and then we'll talk about some of the hottest stories. We'll talk about the issues and the news, and hopefully I'll connect with Rufai Oseni, as always, to join in the analysis of some of the top stories. We begin with the Punch newspaper this morning. The first headline here says that principal officers APC protest selection. National Assembly members back Akpabio Abbas. Now the writer to the story says selecting Bamidele, Ndume, Umahi as NAS leaders. A rumor, Adamu declares. Senators, reps support Senate President. Speaker says NWC aware of selection. Another story here from the Punch newspaper. Customs sees 3 billion naira smuggled rice, arrest 344 smugglers. Makinde plans reconciliation for Afeniferi's lingering dispute. And also on the Punch this morning, deepen democracy, EU tells lawmakers. Tribunal, Tinubu tenders Chicago's varsity admission letter, others. And also on the Punch, lawyers' absence stalls Lagos Eze Indigbo's terrorism trial. You get the story on the Punch newspaper. Now we move to the Daily Trust this morning. The secret behind my success. UTME's authentic highest scorer speaks. Now, this one says, breaking guard shoot as robbers raid Mina Palace in broad daylight. APC rejects new National Assembly principal officer. Also on the Daily Trust, Burnun man killed son over bed waiting. Word head. Now you get the story on the Daily Trust. We need help, Tinubu tells Bank of America. Now to the Vanguard newspaper this morning, NAS APC disowned principal officers named by Akpabio Abbas. And UTME controversy, we were probing Mesoma's result, JAMB Anambra government says. UTME controversies, we are probing Mesoma's result, JAMB Anambra government. Now the writer to the story says there is conspiracy to deprive my daughter of a hard-earned success. Mesoma's father, UK investigators demands discreet probe. Anglican Church speaks on the matter today. Also on the Vanguard here, Lagos Eze Indigbo's trial begins today. Now to the Guardian newspaper, Senator Bamidele is the Senate leader as Ndume Umahi others get a principal officer role. Amosu Brumer's arrival electrifies Benin as AFN national trials begin. Saturday removal, Zulum launches 80 vehicles to convey Borno residents. And now we move to the Nation's newspaper. APC governors Adamu disagree over NAS principal officer. Nigeria, Massoud's collapse during 72 hours massage attempt. Okay, this is another attempt to break the Guinness World Record. You get the full story on the Nation's newspaper, and it's also trending online. Still on the Nation's newspaper, this one says Tinubu tenders academic records from Chicago State University, others. This one breaking APC distance served from NAS principal officer. Naira relapses to 768 to a dollar at official market. Now to this day newspaper, Tambuwa lost as Rufai emerges Senate Minority Leader. And we have here that says that Okpeyemi Bamidele emerges Senate Leader. And still on this day newspaper, fake result. JAMB bars Mesoma for 3 years, insists no candidate scored 362. So the Sun this morning, Labour Party tackles Ribadu for saying security has improved in Nigeria. APC NWC rejects Senate rep announcement of principal officer. And finally this morning on the Sun newspaper, we are on the right track to success, says Tinubu. Now these are your headlines this morning from different Nigerian newspapers. We now move on to look at some of the top stories here, the top stories that are trending. I know you already know because there's a particular story that was in all of the papers and we're going to talk about it. It has to deal with the APC. I'll connect with Rufai Oseni right now and then we'll get talking on this headline. Now it's on the Punch newspaper. It says here that good morning to you.
Morning.
Yeah, good morning. Good to have you on the program today.
My pleasure.
Okay.
Yeah, morning.
Yeah, morning. So now on the Punch newspaper this morning, it's on different newspapers. It says here that principal officers, APC protest the selection, National Assembly members backs Akpabio Abbas. Now the writer to the story says that selecting Bamidele Ndume Umahi as NAS leaders, a rumor, Adamu declares. And senators rep support Senate President Speaker says NWC aware of this election. Now this is a cause for more questions. Is anything happening with the APC? Because Adamu said, I'm not aware of this. I'm just hearing a rumor from the online media. There has been some announcement in the Senate and House of Representatives that is not aware and it does not approve this selection.
I mean, Mary, obviously, you know what is happening. There's a lot of infighting in the APC as we speak, especially between the senators and the chairman of the party. And when political parties fight, it is a fight for dominance. It's about who can dominate the other person. But let us set the facts and the record straight. Adamu says it's a rumor that principal officers were announced. It's not a rumor. There is video evidence that shows that the Senate President did announce the principal officer based on consensus. So once we have the facts, we deal with the facts. The others are just a reflection of the infighting. But let me tell you, it's not also that deep. Because the consensus was among the Senate and the principal officer was the Senate. I don't think this is a fight that the party chairman and Adamu can win. I think he's just fighting a lost cause. At some point, they will get to settle themselves out. And you will see to a great extent that what the Senate President announced might largely prevail. Because when you look at the minority segment of the House and the leaders they announced, there's been a balance among other political parties. Some positions went to NMPP, some positions went to Labour. So there's been a balance among the minority group. And to a large extent, even when you look at this, the person that finally emerged the leader of the minority in Senate, which is not, the popular Tamba that was calling for it, is also a reflection of the infighting that has really pervaded the system before now. And a lot of people too had their grasp against Tambawa. So pretty much, I think once they had called it, then there's nothing Adamu can really do. He will just say it's rumor, which is not true, because there's actually a video evidence that the Senate President they announced it, and pretty much there's nothing that can really be done. But the question is, will this infighting polarize the APC? Two scenarios. Number one, if Adamu can rally the troops to deepen the polarization, to continue. But the second scenario is that I doubt it will happen. Because you see, Adamu might be the chairman of the party, but once the president emerges, the next president becomes the leader of the party. And because of the executive powers of the president, everybody goes his way. So if this is the Tinubu's camp and through Akpabio's decision, there's little or nothing that Damo can do. There's nothing. Because the president is the leader of the party as we speak. Adamu might be the chairman, but the president is the leader of the party. And Adamu could be careful. Because if the president can decide to push him out of the party, they will push him out in a heartbeat.
Thank you for that analysis. Now, to this story, I know it's been in the news for a while now, and we need to talk about the updates. And I'd like to get your take on this. It's about the fake results. JAMB has barred the May-Summer for 3 years and insists no candidate scored 362. Now, I watched the interview of the JAMB official when he spoke vehemently that the result was forged. That if you look at the paper, the slip she was holding, it's for the one of, I think, 2021. Now, the recent one now has pictures. And the girl said when she scanned the QR code, another name came out. And the JAMB official said that the name that you saw is the person that wrote the JAMB in 2021, and that's the person that owned that result. So it said they concluded their investigation, and the girl is being banned for 3 years. What is your take on the story?
You know, I've always called for a forensic investigation into this, an independent forensic investigation. Well, I think JAMB's decision to suspend the girl for 3 years is high-handed. Since the JAMB has brought DSS into it, another independent investigative body, it would have been best for JAMB to wait for the outcome. And since the Anambra State government said they're going to look at it, it would have been best for JAMB to wait for the outcome of all this investigation before they take a punitive penalty. So I think both parties should calm things down. Set up independent cybersecurity experts to look at an array of so many things. And also, if the girl is found guilty, JAMB should mete out any punishment necessary in the law for her. But if JAMB is also found guilty, JAMB too should be ready to take responsibility. But going further, it is JAMB that will have a lot to talk to. Because I want to ask some questions. JAMB is claiming now that they've been this software to be able to manipulate results. If there was a software, what did JAMB do to be able to disrupt that ecosystem of the software? What was done? What is JAMB doing to also bolster its own cybersecurity act? What is JAMB doing? JAMB claims that it has no server. Now, most of the results are on its own nucleated systems within. Hope those systems are safe and secure, because this is the integrity of an examination body we are saying. Hope those systems are safe and secure. This will definitely take a dent on JAMB's integrity as an institution. But JAMB also needs to work at building integrity. And truth to tell, they've done a good job thus far. Before JAMB didn't used to remit money to government, but JAMB started remitting money. We could give a lot of praise and kudos to Ishaku Lady. But this is another very important issue that JAMB should look at strongly. But as it is in the public glare now, I don't think JAMB was right. So I'm going to have to suspend the girl when the conclusion of the investigation of the DSS have not come out. Let all the investigative bodies finish the investigation. Let us conclude the investigation before you now met out a penalty. So let's see how this goes.
Just to add to
this, let's wait for an independent forensic evaluation and investigation.
I think I agree with you, because you can't be a judge in your own court. Now that the matter
has done, you and somebody are in contention, it claims against counterclaims. Next thing, you went ahead, you suspended the person. And you took a decision. So what if the girl now says she wants to go to court and charge you for suspending her in the first place? So it's your word against her. But it is based on that independent assessment. After that independent investigation that you can do, based on the DSS or the state government assessment, and based on the confession of the girl, then we suspended her. Well, yeah, you're taking a unilateral decision because of your own facts and evidence. No. Once a case has come to public glare, there are many facts abound. So there's a danger of a single story. And please, let's not politicize any issue. Let's not tribalize any issue. Let's deal with the facts of the matter. The facts of the matter says, let's get an independent forensic evaluator to be able to evaluate and see what's going on. And when they evaluate, and they're able to track the syndicate that JAMB claims is helping people manipulate results, they should be able to block them out so that we can restore the integrity of our examination system.
No, it's funny when people try to put tribal sentiment into this issue. They try to color it, make it a tribal issue, and I don't see anything tribal about this Midsummer's case. But
no, we don't grow as a nation. Everything's along the lines of tribe. No. Let's deal with facts are facts. Facts are separate. The only way we can know the fact is we have an independent forensic assessment that can show us the result of what happened. That independent forensic assessment will even tell you the step-by-step method at which any manipulation is being done. That's what we've been asking for INEC all this while. That's what constitutes the glitch. The step-by-step approach of how the glitch happens. Those are what independent cyber forensic experts will be able to tell you. Because if you do anything, if you manipulate anything online, what you don't know is that it leaves a trail. JAMB has put forward some strong evidence stating when the girl had printed out her own results and was sending another manipulative tendency results and all of that. But that's their own evidence. It needs to be independently verified by an independent cyber body. So JAMB will submit all their body of evidence. The girl will submit all their body of evidence. Then we will weigh evidence against each other and bring out veritable outcomes. And it's based on the outcome we can meet our judgment. And if the outcome is in favor of JAMB, then JAMB can go ahead and take a decision and say you are banning the girl. But you can't ban the girl when the investigations have not come out yet. That's high-handedness.
Let's see how this is going to pan out in the coming days. Now, talking about INEC begins review or to prosecute 215 electoral offender. And also in the news, Tinubu tenders academic records from Chicago State University, others. It's been a while I saw the INEC chairman, and I saw him yesterday when he was giving this review and talking yesterday.
What did you say that again?
I said INEC begins a review to prosecute 215 electoral offender. And also in the news this morning, Tinubu tenders academic records from Chicago State universities. I then added that it's been a while I saw the INEC chairman. I saw him yesterday on television when he was giving the report on the electoral practices. And they're talking about...
If the INEC chairman has come out more to defend the election results and probably in the interest of public peace attend 1 or 2, 3 subpoenas. But these are part of the review I think INEC is looking at. They brought out 215 electoral offenders. Let's see how they will be prosecuted. But there were way more electoral offenders that are not on this list. There were many of people that threatened people now that we saw in Lagos. Those are electoral offenses too now. Nobody has been able to catch those people because they are bigger than the law, isn't it? We also on national TV how police officers were even defending them. A state commissioner of police were saying, no, the person made a counter video and said he didn't say that. We all remember what happened now. Why do we deceive ourselves? You see, it's the truth that we don't speak to ourselves as Peter in this country. We also had they were caught on video with direct threats against a particular group of people. This is not being tribalistic or anything. Let's call it speed is speed. So if INEC says with all of this, you just had 250 electoral offenders. Anyway, I would say it's best we reverse to that wage report where we have an independent electoral offenses body that is different from INEC. Because let INEC just organize the main election itself. And another independent electoral body go ahead and prosecute most of these people. We all saw what the EU Commission report said now. We all remember cases now. How our police officers looked after others were being snatched. We all saw the story now. We all saw the story in the Katin and some other areas now. We saw the story. We saw what happened. And even if you reported the case, you were beaten. Arise News journalists were beaten. for trying to capture what was and take drone shots of what was happening during voting in that area. So let's not deceive ourselves. We know what happened during the election. And no matter how much people try to shadow the truth and say it didn't happen, let's leave people with their conscience. Let's leave people with their conscience. But we need to build this country where we have stronger systems that will speak truth to power. So we are happy. Another thing we'll be waiting for INEC to do, because since INEC now has closed this case, until now, we don't still know what constituted the technical glitch. We don't still know. So what was the essence of the court in the first place? Because me, as a student of history, I don't want to know these things for the sake of personal learning and development. But today, we don't still know. We're even more confused than when we started. We just give you a technical glitch. Give us an independent report from the technical glitch. It's computer now. It's a server. If there's a glitch, we'll see. But today, it is still as nebulous as nebula. It's still as nebulous as nebula. So, I mean, kudos on 215 people, but we know there are way more people that said many things that were deemed as fake news. And also, we'd like to call on the authorities too. Media houses that were erred during the election too. NBC should learn not to be selective in its judgment, because the EU report brought out that. We all know a lot of media houses that were biased, slanted towards a particular party. We should be able to call those two to order and tell ourselves the truth and call it spade a spade. You see, it's the truth that we don't say to ourselves in this country that destroys us as a nation. And you see, when it gets bad, we keep saying, oh, Nigeria is bad. But we all destroyed it by not speaking up to the truth and saying the truth. Let's see how those 215 people will be prosecuted. But there were far more people that were caught on tape, threatening, electoral offenses, threatening people, doing all sorts. We saw a lot of shenanigans. We saw ballot. We saw polling units that they carried what Yorubas call ebo, sacrifices there to be able to scare people away. There's one polling unit around Lekki that normally one of the biggest polling units around that area has about 1,000 voters. But what did we see there? We all saw those cases, how they prevented people from voting. We even saw the bravenness of INEC in the governorship election. Now, the most polling units that you saw that had heavy numbers that voted for a political, but all of a sudden they moved out those polling units from the place. We always knew all what happened during this election. We knew all what happened. In fact, even the EU report is comprehensive, but there are some areas too they didn't capture. And we should tell ourselves, and all these things were reported. People saw these things. Let's call it spade a spade. Let's be truthful. Why Yar'Adua TV celebrated it? Because when he came in, he said, I know the elections that brought me were fraught with irregularities. And he called it spade, and he set up a wage report to make our elections better. Now, let's not say because he favors and everything. And please, if these elections, with all the shenanigans, if Atiku Abubakar, Kwankwaso, or Peter Obi had won, I will still condemn the elections as below par. Because you cannot run away from the level of maliciousness that happened in this last election, except what they did about them.
No.
And I will tell people to challenge it with their facts. If Obi, Kwankwaso, or Atiku had won the election, because the elections were really below par. So it's not because Bola Tinubu won the election, no. It's being objective. If Obi, Kwankwaso, or NNPP, Atiku Abubakar won the election, I would still say they should challenge the election because they were below par. Let's call it spade a spade.
INEC has admitted that it has structural, infrastructural, and human challenges. That's what I got from the INEC chairman talking yesterday. He admitted that yes, they have structural and infrastructural and human challenges.
I think INEC should be overhauled, and I think honestly it should be overhauled. I think any modicum of respect Atairu Jega brought back to INEC, they've lost it all again with the last election. Yeah. I think it should be overhauled.
Yeah, thank you so much, Rufai Oseni. We need to go for a commercial break, and when we return, the phone lines will be open for you to call in and join the conversation. Keep it here. This is the Voice of the People, 90.3 FM.
Thank you.
Are you aware that Iruka Online Limited installed and designed a 100,000 capacity church building? Oh yeah, we are the sole distributors of global leading brands all over the world, such as Wafday Line Array, speakers and digital amplifiers, Preseno's digital mixers and studio equipment, Coswell workstations and keyboards, Fender guitars, Mapex drums, Ashdown bass combos, just to mention but a few. We offer flexible payment plan handled by our financial department with 24/7 customer care support system. You can visit our website www.iruka.com to avoid buying fake products. You can also visit our showroom at number 36 Lagos International Airport Road beside Golden Tulip Hotel. Iruka, never settle for less.
We have been serving you hot and fresh content on radio, and you have been loving it. Now we're taking it further. Catch us live on YouTube at BOP TV for all the juicy content you can't resist. Talk shows, exclusive interviews, news, lifestyle, and more. It's all about you. BOP TV, show up, speak up.
The award-winning pizza in the US is now here in Nigeria. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Romeo, the pizza champions, and cold berry ice cream, delights in every scoop. Visit any of our outlets and feel the rich taste from the pizza champions and cold berry ice cream at 11 Road by First Avenue, Festa Town, 28 at Denira Ogusanya Street, Surulere, 13 at Mount Way, Lekki Phase 1. Romeo's Pizza and cold berry ice cream. Romeo, the pizza champions.
Are you looking for the perfect getaway?
Look no further than the luxurious accommodations at Airport Golden Tulip Hotel, number 42, Muritala Muhammad International Airport Road, Lagos.
Relax and unwind in a beautifully appointed room featuring all the amenities you need for a comfortable stay.
Whether you're traveling for business or pleasure, our attentive staff is here to ensure that your everyday need is met. We also offer complimentary pick-up and drop-off from the Lagos Airport.
Take advantage of our state-of-the-art fitness center, outdoor pool, and enjoy a delicious meal at our on-site restaurant.
With stunning views, world-class service, and a prime location, Airport Golden Tulip Hotel is the perfect choice for your next vacation or business trip.
So, why wait? Book your stay today and experience ultimate comfort and luxury at Airport Golden Tulip Hotel.
For bookings and reservations, please call 0815-8003-333 or 0815-7003-333. You can visit our website at airportgoldentuliphotel.com.
Airport Golden Tulip Hotel, where luxury meets comfort.
Dear valued listeners, we believe in free speech, but with freedom comes responsibility. We'd like to remind you to be mindful of the power of your words and the impact they can have on others. As members of Voice of the People community, it's crucial that we foster an environment of respect, empathy, and understanding. As we lead healthy discussions and diverse opinions, it is important to ensure that these opinions are backed by facts and grounded in truth. Slanderous statements and baseless accusations not only harm individuals, but also undermine the very fabric of our community. So, how do you contribute to a more responsible and informed dialogue? 1. Fact check before you speak. Take the time to verify the information you intend to share. 2. Respectful language. Choose your words thoughtfully and avoid derogatory or offensive language. 3. Encourage healthy debate. Embrace the opportunity to engage in constructive conversations. 4. Lead by example. As a listener, you have a powerful voice. Thank you for joining us today. Together, let's make a difference by embracing factual dialogue and promoting respect in our conversations. As always, we value your opinions and encourage you to call in and share your thoughts responsibly. To be part of the conversation, the number to call is 0700 903 903 903. Again, 0700 903 903 903. You may send your WhatsApp messages to 0700 903 9039. Always remember, words have power. Use them wisely.
Voice of the People 90.3 FM. The phone lines are open now for you to call in. The numbers are 0700 903 903 903. Hello, good morning to you.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning to you. Welcome.
Yes.
Mr. Frank?
My name is Frank.
Yes, Mr. Frank.
Yes, how are you?
I'm doing great. Good to hear from you today,
Yes,
Mr. Frank.
I'm very, very happy to hear from you too. I want to comment on the security situation in Nigeria. You said yesterday that Asare Jacobo boasted that his own military is protecting Abuja Kaduna Highway. Is that correct?
No, he said that Buhari gave him the contract.
Buhari gave him the contract.
Yes, to
employ
the service to
now,
protect
today
Abuja
again,
Kaduna.
There is this news that this man, one Chezendibo, will go on trial today in Lagos for saying that he will bring in IPOP to protect Igbo properties in Lagos. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. From the state house, Asare Jacobo threatened a whole nation of Igbo people of killing them right inside Aso Rock with 2 AK-47 and Nigerian coat of arms right behind him in Aso Rock. Does that not tell you something? That Tinubu sent him to deliver that message to Igbos. And what do you think that
hold on. You just said that Tinubu sent him. That was not in the
news. Has Tinubu denied it?
He did not. No, don't say things that are not there. Those are insightful comments. Did you see it? Did Tinubu say that I was one that told him, or I'm behind what he said? Where did you read that?
Did Tinubu disown the statement? Say, look, Alake and all this, did they say this thing is not from us? So up to this moment, what is has DSS done? And you carry this other man and say because he said he's going to invite IPOP and today he's going on trial. Are you seeing the reason why I told you that Nigeria cannot be one? Let Hausa man rule Hausa man. Let Igbo man rule Igbo man. Let Yoruba man rule.
Thank you, Mr. Frank.
Rule Yoruba man.
Thank you, Mr.
Let us divide Nigeria.
Thank you. You can't be preaching division on radio. Thank you very much for calling. If I cut you off now, they'll say, you cut me off, and you want me to let you go on and be preaching division on radio. We do not support that. Yeah? Thank you very much for calling. The number's 0700 903 903 903. Hello, good morning.
Mary, how are you? Good morning.
I'm doing great. Peter Amonse from Shomolu. Welcome to the program. Go ahead, sir.
Thank you very much. Now, Mary, is it 250 or 215 electoral offenders are to be tried? Am I right? How many?
215.
Okay, 215.
Yes.
Mary, I'm sorry. Let me ask, do you have the list of the names of those people or any idea about the names of the people?
I don't have the list. I just know the numbers.
Okay, because I want to see how prominent the name of MC Oluomo will appear there. And also the people in Lagos. Mary, do you know what keeps re-echoing in my head most of the times? I trekked from Bajulaye Road to Palm Grove to go and vote because that's where I lived before. And I didn't want to change my polling unit. Mary, around Shodimu area that I trekked through, this is what keeps re-echoing in my heart. And he was carrying a big stick and others following. They go watch Jade. He got you one marry and one is sorrow. Come on. I feared for my life that day. Now, those kind of people, I want to know how many people in Lagos State are among the list of those 215. Because, see, situations like this force people to talk what they are not supposed to talk. Because if there will be selective arrest, selective prosecution, and Jimmy, I don't know anybody that would tell me that somebody that come out and said a particular tribe must not come out to vote. They went to Obanikoro, to a man's house. He said, yes, Oga, we respect you. That's why we come to your house and tell you, don't come out. And then the others, they were beating them, telling one of them that, look, we know you are APC, because you are able, when you go there, you will vote another party. This man said, no, I am not able. They say, you look like Igbo. Maybe has that happened before in Nigeria? So, if that happened, all those details, they must go after them and go use the video to go after everybody. But INEC told us that where there is a problem, where there is violence, where there is a ballot snatching, they will cancel election there. Have they cancelled those elections? This is what makes people talk nonsense. And tomorrow night, the same Peter Oman is talking nonsense. Let me stop them. I cannot talk nonsense. I beg. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Peter Monse. Hello, good morning.
Mary.
John Legendy.
Good morning.
Good morning to you, sir.
Good morning, my sister. How are you?
I'm doing great.
Stealing and continue stealing in this country.
John Legend, can you respond to the headlines so that you don't take it out?
The headline I am responding today is that if Osare Dokubo he have not been arrested and Resi Olomo till now, and now they want to persecute the over the SNDibo. And Mahmoud Yakub is still walking on this street day and night with bodyguards and every securities. I don't know who is the chief architect of criminality in this country, because these people, Osare Dokubo threatened. I have never wondered he see Osare Dokubo wearing an army uniform or police uniform or any security uniform, and they said that this AK-47 is not legalized. I know when Governor of Benue State asked for AK-47 for him to defend himself, nobody gave it to him.
John Legend, we are not.
But now, Osare Dokubo is holding a rifle, AK-47, and nobody has probed him. And when we want to talk, people will say we shouldn't talk.
Hold on. We are not talking about Osare Dokubo.
We are talking about him. We are talking about him because I don't know why
it's not in the
we
headlines.
we must talk about him.
You will not set the agenda here. We are not. It's not in the headlines. There's a way the headline.
What I am telling you, why I'm complaining about Osare Dokubo is that if SNDibo now we have to go to court today, why Osare Dokubo have not been arrested?
Okay, thank you. Is
it not the headline?
I think
I'm not supposed to talk about it.
I think you've made your point. Thank you so much, John Legend. Thank you very much for calling. Let's try and stick to what is in the headlines. Let's not make it so sensational and blow things out of proportion. They're the headlines. You've have facts about it. Let's talk about that. Instead of taking it out of context, and because you're grieved about it. I understand you want to pour out your mind. Many things are not working. You're angry. I understand that. But I give you the headlines, and then we talk about some of the issues in the headline. Now, I know that the Indigo's story is there. Is to go on trial today. And I know that's on the news. So, but let's not take it out of the proportion. 0700 903 903 903. Let's go to WhatsApp and read some of the messages here. This one, I'll start from the very first one. Okay, let me see. This is from Leo from Lagos. Said, "Good morning, Mary. INEC to prosecute electoral offense committed during 2023 election nationwide. Let INEC first prosecute itself for not able to conduct free, fair, and credible election. And trial of Indigo begins today. And his crime was, I will invite peaceful IPOB to protect his business. And IPOB has no business coming to Lagos State." Okay, Leo from Lagos, thank you so much. We have Chika Bende from Trade Fair. Says, "Emergence of principal officers in the National Assembly is expected immediately. They resumed this week, and it was just done. So now I think APC leadership should save us this infighting drama and allow those officers to proceed to their job. So on the long run, they will not come back and blame the poor Nigerians for fail. Enough of this propaganda." Chika, thank you so much for the message. Lugard from Benin says, "Good morning, Mary. Mahmoud Yakubu should put himself forward for discipline because he is the #1 electoral offender as for the 2023 presidential election is concerned. As for the JAMB case, it is very evident that JAMB has become the judge in their own case. Who does that? They should stop the victimization of the innocent girl." Thank you, Lugard from Benin. Thank you so much for your message. We have another one from Ima from Festac. Says, "Good morning, Mary. It's important to let Nigerians know how to spot government lies so we don't have to go through a bad government without thinking out our choices effectively. For example, INEC and the winning party says election has been the best yet and cover up their efforts in sabotage by pushing narrative that elections are not perfect around the world. Thank you, Emma from Festac. Let's go back to the phone lines. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning to you. Welcome to the program. What's your
Hello,
name?
good morning.
Good morning to you, sir. Good morning. What's your name and location?
Mr. Clinton. Follow from England.
Mr. Clinton. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Maybe where I want to address the issue is about the jail station.
Yeah.
Because this JAMB, this is not their first time they have been doing this. So it's obvious that the way they're claiming this issue, why will you said you brought DSS into the matter and you're now concluding on the case yourself. So for me, I would suggest that they have already prosecuted the guy that banning her for 3 years. So if at the end of the day, other bodies came into the matter and they find out that the JAMB is the one that's wrong, so them too should be prosecuted. They should, because for tarnishing the jail's image, there should be a fine for them to pay to the jail. That's my own contribution. Because you can't just tell me that you are just banning the jail. Why you are the only one that did the investigation? It's not done anywhere now. You can't just investigate your own self. External body should do that for you. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much. Appreciate you. 0700 903 903 903. I want to go to YouTube and read some of the messages that we have here. We have Frank Imobi says, very good morning, Mary. Concerning Miss Oma's issue with JAMB, JAMB is gradually showing inefficiency in doing their job. How can such a little girl go to an extent to manipulate software for results? Okay, thank you for the message. Okay, another one here from Bamidele Olubenga says Okoye is working for Labour Party to regain what they lost. That is why he speaks with double mouth. Okoye is an hero, we'll tell. Okay, thank you very much for your message. And we have Stephen here. He said former President Buhari, Senator Kalu, and Bashir Ahmed, etc. should all be on the list of electoral offender by displaying their ballot paper in the open during the election. Okay, thank you very much for your messages on YouTube. Now back to the phone line, 0700 903 903 903. Turn down the volume on your radio set. Turn down the volume on your radio set. Hello, good morning.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just want to thank you for this program. We enjoy it. At least it gives us opportunity to air our opinion at times.
Thank you.
I want to talk about the
What's your name? What's your name?
My name is Chidi.
Okay, Chidi.
Sorry,
okay.
my name is Chidi.
Okay,
I'm calling from Solere.
Okay.
Yes. I want to talk about the SND that's going on fire today. It's a good thing that it's going on fire for what he said. But I know that what is good for them is always good for the good. Different strokes for different folks is never good for a nation. If what is going on now, if it happens to another person and then judgment is done to that person, good and fine. That's why we're preaching for fairness, equity, and justice. Not when you do it. In a family, the father will say, this child does something, you flog the child. The other one does something, you say, no problem, you go and take him out. It doesn't work that way. It's unfair. What all these things will do is to breed hatred and breed evil in the nation. Somebody was telling me sometimes, they said, if entire Nigeria and Biafra fought civil war for 3.5 years and all Igbos didn't die, there's nothing you can do to wipe them out entirely again. In fact, after that civil war, each Igbo man, no matter the amount of money you have in bank, you are eating only 20 pounds. So anything you see Igbos have to say, property, life, whatever, it's 20 pounds and multiplied to that thing. So you can't wipe them away. But I believe that Nigeria wants to be one. Let fairness be carried out in whatever we do. In the issue of Mmesoma, if Mmesoma father is a politician, a powerful person, this news will not come out. It will not be this way. But because she's a poor lady, home, nothing will happen. Whose father is she? What is the father? Nobody. It will be done that way. This is a breeding evil, and it's maturing. One day, if care is not taken, it will explode. And when it will explode, it will affect virtually everybody. That's my contribution this morning. Have a nice day.
Yeah, thank you so much. I appreciate you. 0700 903 903 903. That's the number to call in. And for WhatsApp is 0700 903 9039. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning to you, sir. What's your name and location?
Okay, my name is Olushola Bodede.
Oh, Lushala, welcome. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, maybe how are you doing today?
I'm doing fine, doing okay.
All right. I just want to talk about the JAMB issue.
Okay.
Yeah, firstly, the girl supposed to know that the template she created is quite different from others. And also, she's 19 years. The age on that result is 15 years. She and her father, if they are honest, they are supposed to be the first to raise the alarm. Are you getting what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And now she has been banned for 3 years. The father is saying they are not seeking legal redress. To me, I believe they know what they are doing, though the matter is under investigation. And for those that are saying maybe because the lady is from so tribe, no, if something is bad, we should all come together to condemn it. So it's not obvious that people are not scared of bad leaders, but their annoyance, their pain is that the bad leaders is not from their side. And, if Obi has won this election, maybe by now some people will be praising. I don't want to mention tribe. They will be praising Yakubu Mahmoud. They might have even changed his name to Ogbonna Prince or something like that. So please, if something is bad, we should join hands together and condemn it. Thank you. That's my contribution.
Okay, thank you very much. 0700 903 903 903. That's the number. Let's hear from you. Let's go to WhatsApp. I want to try and finish up all the WhatsApp messages today. Let's see. This is from Asamoto Bright from Italy. Said, good morning, Mary. Do we still have a country to call our own? Of course we have. Facts on ground as of today are security and intelligence of the state compromise, central bank compromise, electoral election compromise, examination institution compromise, judiciary loading. We have a big problem at hand, but we have politicians moving around in convoy at detriment of the people. Which way, Nigeria? Okay, thank you for the message. You know, when you send messages like this, you're not responding to any of the headlines. You should. I'll give you the headline. You should respond to it. You can even do your own research on what I've talked about and then bring out facts. Let's have that kind of discussion. Another one, let's see this message. No name, so I'm not going to take it. Let's go back to the phone line. If you want to send in messages, ensure that you put your name there so that I can read it. Hello, good morning. Okay, the call dropped. 0700 903 903 903 is the number to call in and hello, join conversation. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Yeah, good morning to you. Turn down your radio.
From Ijeoma.
Okay, great. Go ahead.
Are you hearing me?
Yes, I can hear you. I can hear you.
This Oma issue, I'm not supporting Metoma, but because of maybe the girl hear about the INEC and do his thing, you know, nothing, no problem. That's why the girl start to fought her own. And secondly, this INEC chairman, I want to ask questions. Are you hearing me?
Yes.
When they do fasting, this Muslim fasting, if they fully can do the fasting.
Who? I didn't get that.
INEC chairman.
Yes. I don't know. I don't have that information.
Because of, they didn't say 2015, something like that. The one from my area, I wanted to put that day. They pushed me out. I know the guy. Okay, the guy named there among them.
I don't have the name on the list.
Okay, if you don't be able to say that, bring the guy. I know the guy name. But let me put the guy name there. Or if the guy name I know about him. And that's why that's my contribution. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much. Thank you. 0700 903 903 903. We have about 3 minutes before we round off today. Let's see if I have more messages here on YouTube. Let's go over the messages. Okay, Stephen Ehim said former President Buhari. Okay, I've read that message before. Okay, Machix Cheesy says INEC acted like a bad midwife who, after a carefully carried pregnancy and safe delivery, suffocated the child before showing the child to the family. Sad. Okay, Afunwadama Adama said, good morning, Mary. Only two trip owners this country. Only two trip. Make we tell self the truth. Okay, thank you. I can't really get your message. Simeon Kalu said Mahmoud Yakubu should not be allowed to conduct any other elections in the country. Neither should he go for any election observation. Okay, thank you for your message on YouTube. 0700 903 903 903. Hello, good morning.
Very good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Ben. You have less than a minute. You're my last caller. Go ahead.
But I'm talking about the 3 billion of right. And the only right that the people are smuggling what are their arms, illegal arms, and other IOD explosives. The only right is Nigeria to stay right. That is really spent on our part. Because the but I have a number of rights. In the whole world, our neighbor, small countries like Cotonou, Togo and other countries, Chad, what Nigeria should unban the importation of rice because we are not importing rice, we are not producing rice in this country. And we are not producing vegetable oil. And yes, customs are putting their arms entering into this country. Illegal arms, and they go around, they use it. All these arms they are using in the forest, they have been smuggled into the country.
Thank you very much.
It's time we wake up from all this nonsense.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate you, Mr. Ben. My time is up. Okay, Joseph Olusegun from Idemo. You sent in your name now. Say, Mary, why APC chairman is not accepting the names of senators sent to him? Is that not power drunk? What business did he has with legislative issues? Please let me know. Okay, thank you for your message. And thank you to you for your contributions this morning, for calling in and being part of the program. We appreciate you. Coming up next at 8 o'clock is Oge Ndigbo. My name is Mary Onaife Edebi. I'm on Instagram. You can follow me at Mary Media, MERROY, and Media. Keep it here. Do not change the dial. This is the voice of the people, 90.3 FM.
We have been serving you hot and fresh content on radio, and you have been loving it. Now we're taking it further. Catch us live on YouTube at BOB TV for all the juicy content you can't resist. Talk shows, exclusive interviews, news.